Welcome to the Pink Milk Show. Your talk today is me, and if you want to win, you have to like a song simple, your favorite song simple, and also meet me in the Pink Milk Show in the middle.
Hello there, and welcome to Pink Milk, your Star Wars podcast for us superfans.
And those of us who are, forced to listen to them.
Today is someday, and someday we had to say goodbye to some old friends.
Bye-bye.
It's time to drink up!
Drink up!
Bravo, Thomas, bravo.
Full of it.
You are. Good morning.
Good morning to you, pumpkin.
Unless it's good evening.
And then in which case, good evening.
You never know the mystery of the podcast.
We know, though.
I think that's what this is, right? We are running late.
Well, it depends on how you're looking at it. Oh, wait, no, I have a better line. From a certain point of view.
Oh,
Boom! I'm moving up in my Star Wars
super
PSI. What do they call it on Naked and Afraid? My PSI index. Yeah. Is it PSI? Or am I totally making that up?
Just so you know, we are naked here.
And afraid.
Mm-hmm. I'm afraid of what I look like in the mirror these days.
No.
Oh, good answer. See, ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between, this is
Learn from me, people.
It's a trap.
Get a lot more with honey than you do with... What's the other part? Nobody knows.
Well, in this room, it's more with honey than you do with that 2X chromosomes. Did that not
that awkward silence. Just in case there's any of them out there listening.
I love you all. I just don't love you all. Anyways,
Sorry,
I'm backing myself up into a corner before I get in trouble. So, how are you, Pop?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm well.
Thanks for having me today.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Mm-hmm.
This is week 3 of our dating.
Mm-hmm.
So I apologize for we're about a week late, but the first week of romance is always something special. Mm-hmm. And I mean, we've hit it off so well in these 3 weeks. I think I found my soulmate, and we're going to do a podcast together. So welcome to Pink Milk.
What's it called? Pink Milk.
Yes, we apologize for being late. This COVID.
But not late.
Not late. It's I am sorry to all those out there who are still in the middle of the thick of it. We here in the Southwest seem to be opening up our doors, breathing in the air. Hopefully we don't learn to regret it.
We are throwing those closet doors open.
Throwing them open, and we're out.
We're loving every minute of it.
Breathe in. Hey, girls.
Oh, God.
Oh, anyways, I don't know that this is already an SS show. So
super special. That
super special. No. I am heading back to the office here soon. I spent a week in the office already by myself, and I will be going back, and the children are wrapping up school. So honestly, it just got away from us. So we apologize.
Yeah.
But here we are. We're recharged. We're here. We're queer. And boy, are we fabulous.
We're back. And one of us is fabulous.
Thomas. You are. It's true. All of it. One of my favorite Star Wars podcasts. If you haven't listened to it, make sure you go to It's True. All of it. On your favorite podcatcher. And
Podcatcher?
Yes.
Oh, is that the lingo?
Oh, yes, Thomas. You are a podcaster. You should understand a podcatcher. Stitcher, Google Play,
I like
Apple
to think of myself as
Podcasts,
the star
Spotify.
that just comes into the green room.
with his only white M&Ms in the bowl.
Well, there was that one time there was red ones.
And I almost lost them. I find some of that, it's interesting.
I come in with my dog. I let my dog sit down.
My all-white dog.
She was white.
Until one assistant took it too far and spilled her black ink all over her. Never came out.
Ah, Roxy.
Our little Robin Quivers. So, Thomas.
Yes.
We had to say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
This was like 3 weeks ago.
Yes.
And in full disclosure, we are recording this half of the podcast earlier because I have not been able to watch those episodes again. They were so good. But I am still grappling with the emotional withdrawal of 5 years ago, the last time I had to say goodbye to Ahsoka. And this was, equally as powerful. And I just haven't watched them again because I don't want to say goodbye. I don't know what that says. That's kind of lame. Or is it a really powerful ending? Maybe I'll take a positive approach and go, thank you, Dave Filoni, for creating such a magical, wonderful, beautiful ending. But it was not.
Thanks, Dave.
It was not an uplifting ending, actually. It was kind of sad. It was very sad. So this review will be full of spoilers, but those came out like 3 weeks ago, so you should have had plenty of time to watch them by now.
You're welcome.
Let's see. What do we have going on? Our next podcast, we will be featuring 2 special guests. Keep an eye out on our social media feeds to find out who they may be. It's a good thing I said I don't love the XX chromosomes after my podcast because they may not have come on the show if I had said that before.
Right. It's actually a really great podcast. You're going to enjoy it.
Yes. And then next week, we are going to be on another podcast. Stay tuned to social media feeds for those. There may have been a clue already mentioned. And we did start the show with some Kylie Minogue. Clue number 2. Ba-ba-ba.
So I got to be honest, I have no idea what you just did there. But anyway, I think we should have a contest.
A contest?
A contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was sprung upon me just now.
Contest.
What is this contest?
How about whoever guesses what podcast we are going to be on next week and airing, I don't know the way we do this, 12 weeks from now. Whoever guesses what podcast we're going to be on and reaches out to us via our communications. Brian, you want to share them? Because I don't know what they are.
You can reach out to us on Instagram. You can send us a direct message at pinkmilkhaus. Pinkmilkhaus, Haus. Why, Thomas?
Because Brian's a fancy guy.
That's right. Or at Twitter, at pinkmilkhaus on Twitter.
Yeah. How about whoever guesses what podcast we're going to be on, and we'll announce it.
Well, what if
not the next podcast, but the podcast after?
So in 16 weeks.
No, I mean, in all seriousness, we're not going to take 16 weeks, are we?
I hope not.
I mean, I hope not either.
But the next podcast, the new 2022 film will be released.
Kids are now 40. We're back. All right, we'll have a contest.
Okay, but there's 2 shows. Should we give 2 T-shirts away?
Ooh. Yeah, let's do it. I'm feeling kind.
Oh. You can't see it now, but I'm spreading the money out. I'm fanning the money.
This way you can demonstrate your skills as a graphic artist.
Oh,
and
yes.
How about we give away a T-shirt?
Okay.
And the T-shirt will say...
Pink Milk? It'll be our
my God,
beautiful
what
logo.
A great idea. We're going to give away a Pink Milk T-shirt.
Oh, my... actually...
You are welcome.
You know
all
what?
Of you.
I think we should give away a Nike T-shirt.
Why would we do that?
I don't know.
I think that sounds like a great idea.
Okay, so
all
guess...
we'll need is your size.
Oh, yes.
Or is it one size fits all?
No.
Okay.
I'm a bitchy gay, so this is going to be painted on T-shirt. I need to know your true size
thing is you
because all of our listeners are beautiful.
Absolutely. X, Y, double X, Q, P,
XXYs,
WXYZ.
Go super females.
ABC.
1, 2, 3.
K9.
What's a cat? A C9?
I don't know. Wow.
A feline.
There you go.
Look, we are showing our intelligence
Anthropology
here.
degree.
Hey, Tom, you want to talk on the front of that mic? Because right now you're talking on the side.
Oh, it's all the same.
No, it's really not. And
Well,
now we're all
I don't have my glasses on.
We're also all listening to you spin the mic around. It's going to sound great. And I am now feeling the pressure because one of the guests that we have coming on was very nice and gave us a shout out at Star Wars 7x7, which was a wonderful, made me teary-eyed, beautiful thing that they said. And, here you can go look for those and maybe, listen to that podcast and hear another...
maybe we should cancel the contest because now I feel like we can't talk about them, and they were so fantastic.
They are, but no, we will be able to talk about them.
Okay,
in
contest
16
is
weeks.
still on.
Yes, contest still on.
Still on. At our socials, Brian, you want to share them again?
At pinkmilkhaus. Pinkmilkhaus. Haus. Why, Thomas?
Because Brian's a fancy gay.
Super fancy.
Okay, what about the other one? Instagram?
Instagram is at pinkmilkhaus. Pinkmilkhaus.
What's the Twitter one?
Haus. At
Somebody
pinkmilkhaus.
take a note of this and send it to me.
Pinkmilkhaus. Haus. We are. I
It's an earthquake.
Thomas is all up on his mic. Anyway, so what I was going to get to before you interrupted me
Don't you
was
hate that?
one of the guests gave us a nice shout out on Star Wars 7x7 podcast. And after I wiped away my tears because it was a very nice compliment.
It was really nice.
They were saying how good our sound was, and now I'm uber paranoid about how our sound is going to sound. And one of those episodes, that one in particular, was my first Skype podcast I've ever done, and I screwed something up, and it's been not easy to try to make it sound good. And now here I am, the people that said we sounded good with a podcast that may end up sounding like garbage. And now the following episode, or technically, this is the following episode that we're recording, but it will be airing first. Tom's moving his mic around and bumping all over the table. I'm like, oh, wow.
The pressure is real.
The pressure is real.
It's real.
Yes. I feel like Molly Shannon.
You look like Molly
Superstar.
Shannon.
Got my
But we're going to
hands
cut
on my
that hair
armpits.
today. Superstar.
Sometimes when I get nervous, I just shove my hands in my armpits and I take a deep breath.
God, that's classic. That's good stuff.
Oh.
Good stuff.
Jack, our oldest son, woke up this morning. We inappropriately let him watch Saturday Night Live for the last 3 years. So he woke up with
it was inappropriate.
A lot of Saturday Night Live is inappropriate for especially a then 7-year-old.
So he was 7.
Yeah. But he woke up last night. We watched a rerun of the Tiffany Haddish episode because we love Rihanna Boo Boo Jeffries.
Best
Hilarious.
episode ever. That woman's
Rihanna,
hilarious.
Rihanna, Beyonce. Anyways, Jack loves it. And this morning he woke up to come halfway down the stairs to our little, what is that called? A landing, right?
Yep.
When the stairs turn.
Yes.
And basically recreated her opening monologue. And it was very hilarious.
It was hilarious.
I have dreams and aspirations that my son will be a Saturday Night Live star someday.
And it's
and
not
Thomas
just
will
because I
finally
want
be
to
able
be
to
in
get
the
on.
audience.
Yeah.
It could be part of it, though. And I don't want to wait online because apparently you have to wait online. But if there's anybody out there who could get me into, post-COVID, of course, get me into Saturday Night Live with the family, because I got to bring them with me.
Miss Adie Bryant, who apparently grew up here and went to a high school that I literally lived across the street from. So maybe she was there. I don't know how young she is. What if she was going to Xavier when I lived at Landmark Towers, right across the street from her? So Adie Bryant, I'm sure you're one of our listeners. Please invite us and teach Jack all of your ways. We did not let him watch Shrill, though.
Probably should get her name right.
No, I said Adie Bryant.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Okay. This is a plug for Adie Bryant.
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 Thomas.
Like Thomas.
Thomas.
I feel like I'm teaching Michael and Eli now.
Yes. Tom. I'm going to miss those days. Even though Michael hasn't been introducing the last few. He's been too busy playing.
He's very busy with his new COVID-19 career of doing nothing.
I'm going to be very sad when these podcasts are opened with a Michael that is a little...
Hey, everybody, how you doing?
Yeah, is a little easier to understand than he is at this moment. Because right now I love that little voice. That sometimes requires a interpreter. But I love it dearly. And one day it will be, welcome to the Pink Milk Show with your hosts, Brian and Tommy and Michael and Jack and I don't know about Eli, but today's winner is, and there'll probably always be girls, Padme Amidala, because she is beautiful.
Wow. Hope his voice is not that deep.
Why not? He could take over the role of Darth Vader in voice acting, because this is my James Earl Jones voice.
Yes.
Fail.
You're losing me.
Okay, and I'm probably losing everybody else. Well, thank you, and we will be right back as we discuss the last 4 episodes of Clone Wars.
Bye-bye. Hello.
Hello.
We're back.
Welcome back, Thomas.
Welcome back, Brian.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Cotter. Thomas.
Same old thing. I think that's the words of the song. No?
Oh, I have
Same
no
old
idea.
thing we used to know. Welcome back.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, thanks for listening, folks.
Are you ready to do this?
I am putting the readers on now. I'm that ready.
I am excited, if you can't tell.
No, I can't.
This is some of my favorite Clone Wars there was.
Alrighty. Episode number 9.
Oh, we're really just jumping into this.
Well, this is business.
Okay.
It's Clone Wars business.
Clone Wars, Part 1, Old Friends Not Forgotten.
That was my line. I'd been practicing it. And now you took it.
I took it.
You took it. Well, there you go.
What happens in this episode,
Well,
Thomas?
you know,
gonna do
everybody
our
knows.
breakdown?
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody knows that Obi-Wan is returned and is helping out.
Oh, okay.
The
Hang on.
clones
I'm going to hit the
fighting
pause
the
button.
droid army.
Because I want to talk about
Oh, so you don't want to hear me talk?
what Mr. Keen was laying in the voiceover. It's right here on Wikipedia, so I'm just going to read it, and then you can go into your spiel.
Okay.
Outer Rim, under siege. Separatist forces have launched a major offensive led by the evil droid General Grievous. Republic forces are pushed to the brink. In response to this overwhelming attack, the Jedi Council has dispatched its generals, sending them from far from the core worlds to bolster the beleaguered clones. The beleaguered? What's that word? I don't know. Here's my college education at its best. On the distant planet of Yerbana, we find Commander Cody of the 212th in desperate need of reinforcements. So all of our Jedi are nowhere near Coruscant. That fact is about to become very important. Did you pick up on the importance of that?
No.
No. Okay. Do you want to spiel before we get into it, or do you want to talk about that spiel after this?
I want to talk about the spiel after, because maybe after I share a few things, you'll be able to associate them with
Okay.
whatever you're going to say.
Okay. Boom. Let's
Boom.
recap this, bitch, Tom.
Okay, here we go. It opens up. Obi-Wan returns and is helping the clones fight the droid army.
That's Commander Cody. It's very sad.
Exactly. Anakin says he is surrendering to the droid army, and he is just faking them out. And they figure it out. That is Anakin's trap, and then they all begin fighting again. And some nifty lightsaber work. He cuts the head off of one of those guys. It was pretty cool. Then Anakin gets a transmission from Ahsoka, and he actually gets called in to... Is it the Jedi Council?
No, he's just like I'm thinking it's one of the Republic cruise ships.
Oh, okay.
But in
what?
that,
Yes.
the Yularen, I think is his name, I believe. Yeah, Yularen. the general says when he says you have a call, it's from his deep space code or call signal.
Right.
Fulcrum.
Fulcrum.
It was not the first time we've heard that word.
It's not?
No.
When did we hear it before?
We heard that word all throughout Rebels. Primarily and most excitingly with this in season 1 of Rebels. Hashtag
Fulcrum.
Spoilers for Rebels.
Oh.
But we learn at the end of season 1 that this Fulcrum, who had been feeding our crew of the Ghost all these tidbits on where to find payloads and food storage and all that to help with smaller people, was Ahsoka Tano.
So Anakin goes in to see the hologram of Ahsoka and Lady Bo-Katan.
Lady Bo-Katan.
And they are sharing with, what's his name? Anakin, that they have located Darth Maul.
I mean, yeah, Anakin Skywalker is definitely a small character to forget about in the Skywalker saga.
Well, you know, just like a lot of them out there, they have multiple names. Anakin Skywalker.
And Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
The Chosen One.
Lord something. He was called something else too, right?
Lord Vader.
Yes. So there you go. Boom.
Hey, real quick, just
Yes.
a little side tangent. It's been confirmed by somebody or other that Bo-Katan and Katie Sackhoff have joined season 2 of The Mandalorian.
Awesome.
Which I'm pretty sure we called that one out when we were reviewing The Mandalorian when I said she's coming back because she's the one who raised Din Djarin, and I'm still think that's the case. I fully believe that Bo-Katan will be the one who raises the young foundling.
Awesome.
Din Djarin.
Sounds like a plan. All right, let's get back here to the task at hand. So anyway, Anakin is happy to see Ahsoka, and he tells her so. And yes, folks, I'm reading
That's
my
deep.
notes. This is, hey, I'm reading my notes. I'm very dedicated. What am I called? I'm a average fan at best. Was I called that by somebody recently?
In
Love
our
you,
shout out
but that's
by
not actually
Star
what
Wars
you told
7x7. He's an average fan at best.
No, that wasn't the wording. I'll think of it by the end of this, though. But it was really funny and true. So anyway, getting back. So Anakin says to Ahsoka, "Hey, I'm happy to see you," and then she puts her hand up and she says, "Hey, we'll have to catch up at another time." Kind of like a big F you. So then Darth is on Mandalore in the city of Sandori. Is that right? Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Are my notes too detailed for you now?
Well, you were taking those notes. I didn't.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. And oh no.
And we'll just move on. She does
Yes.
not have the numbers. Okay, so they want the Jedi to help them with fight the Mandalorians on Mandalore. And they want to help. It's Bo-Katan who wants the help. And she says, "Hey, we don't have the numbers of the troops to
Which can't be easy.
take down the city."
That can't be easy for her because Bo-Katan is a very proud person who doesn't want to help.
She says that Maul's influence is killing her people on Mandalore.
Yes, in the city of Sundari.
Oh, Sundari.
Sundari. Thank you, Wikipedia.
Well, I guess I won't win that one on trivia.
Clue number three. Also, sneak peek of that episode. Tom and I can't count.
Tom,
Hang on, can we do it? 1, 2, 3. Now we do it.
Clue number 4. All right, so can't read my writing here, folks. Okay, so the clones in Solidarity, they're saluting Ahsoka, and then in Solidarity, they have painted their helmets with her face markings. Because, as you know, she was once the general.
Hang on. Whoa.
Did we skip something?
You sure did. So we're no longer in a
I may
hologram.
have to get a cookie during that time.
So we're like, hey, we need help. Bo-Katan asks for help, and then they go to meet Obi-Wan and Anakin in IRL, in real life, on one of those galactic cruise ships. And that's where, honestly, Ahsoka really gives him, like, Anakin's talking to Obi-Wan, trying to be like, oh my God, this is why Ahsoka left. Because she found Maul, and so it all makes sense. Because Anakin is still like trying to understand why she left him.
Right.
He ain't concerned with why she left the Jedi Order. He's concerned with why she left him, because he's a very possessive person, and Ahsoka's already he's stuck in that one spot, and that's kind of Anakin's downfall. Is he's stuck in these little spots of control, and she's already moved on. Like, she's moved on to this next cause. We know she's moved on. When she was talking to, what was the Martez sisters? Rafa, and what was the younger sister's name? This was just like a few episodes ago. I'm blanking on her name, and I really like that arc too.
Kind of like the last one.
But when she's...
I do not remember.
Oh, God, I'm blanking on it.
I'm going to take the 5th.
Okay, anyways, when she's talking to that girl with the bad hair, according to you, the Afro poof.
Oh, yeah.
The Pompadour, whatever it's called. Do you remember she talked about her older...
Maz?
Maz Kanata. Rafa. And, anyways. She talks about her big brother, but she's kind of moved on. Like, she's finding her own way. And he's still stuck there. And that's when he's like, hey, I have something for you. And they're really two things. So, he calls her Commander Tano or something like that. And she's like, they don't have to call me Commander anymore. He's like, they always will, because they're loyal and they love you, pretty much. So then we go into the doors open, and they're on the deck. And we see a whole crew of clone troopers with their helmets painted as Ahsoka. And it was like 2014, 15. It was after Clone Wars was canceled the first time. It was at a Star Wars Celebration. They aired this on StarWars.com, and they were at a panel with Ashley Eckstein and Dave Filoni, and we had the storyboards. You know what a storyboard is?
Yes.
Like the line drawings, right? So he was talking about this arc, and we saw the storyboards for her seeing the helmets for the first time, and she hadn't seen them. They had already recorded. I want to know if I should look this up, if they've re-recorded the voiceover for season 7, because a lot of this was already done. But watching Ashley Eckstein look at the storyboards of the troopers with their face painted, she loses it, and she's so emotional, and she's crying like crazy. And it was really a warm feeling, because she really loves this character. And even the show was done at that time, and it wasn't coming back. She was just happy to see that Ahsoka got that, because it meant a lot to Ahsoka Tano. Then what? So then he also, where you got? What's your next step?
So after all that, right in the middle of it, I guess is what I should say. The siren goes off, and we all know why, because it's going to be. It's because the Revenge of the Sith is about to start.
War. There are heroes on both sides. General Grievous is invading Coruscant and kidnapping the Chancellor.
Exactly.
Let's see. You're about to skip over it, though, aren't you? What else does he give Ahsoka?
Well, just that the heart of the Republic is under attack. Under the attack. You are under the rest. So she can't be the commander because she's no longer a Jedi or the general. So she is going to be. She's going with Rex, and she will answer. She'll be part of the 51st.
The 501st.
501st. And she will be an advisor to them. How's that sound?
Sounds great and wonderful and beautiful. Excellent. We now have our two heroes from the Clone Wars together.
Then Ahsoka wishes Anakin good luck on his, because he's going off to where? Coruscant, exactly.
His whole ship's about to get attacked by a bunch of buzz droids.
Yep, and the other ones are headed towards Mandalore. Mandalore is preparing for an all-out attack.
Okay, so you're not going to talk about what Anakin gives her.
Oh, Yes, Anakin gives her lightsabers.
Her old
Her old
lightsabers that
lightsabers.
he had saved for her.
Mm-hmm.
Which was really beautiful,
Exactly.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Except for then. So this is what's interesting to me, because it's a very beautiful sentiment from a certain point of view, because Anakin changes the color. They're like yellowish green before, and now he makes them blue like his, and he calls it an improvement, right? Which is funny.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this idea out there that the Jedi find their crystals, and we saw an episode of this in the Clone Wars. You haven't watched that one, but and the Kyber crystals, which power the lightsabers, calls to the Jedi, and it's like their crystal, and they kind of find each other.
Mm-hmm.
And the Sith, when they are corrupted by the dark side, take those Kyber crystals and bleed them, and that's why they're red. But we've never really found out how the lightsabers get their color, if it's a certain jewel or whatnot, crystal. But the way I'm looking at it in this is almost like Anakin is bleeding his lightsaber into hers, which is kind of a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
In the sentiment that he's giving all of himself to her, right? So it's kind of beautiful, but it's also kind of selfish, because then he takes hers and what was hers and made it better because it's more like his. But it's also kind of a foreshadowing that he's also going to change the colors of his lightsaber to red when he's Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
So it's there's like, I love that scene because there's a lot of layers underneath it if you choose to look at it. But go ahead, Tom, because I just bored you. So hopefully I didn't.
No,
bore
not
you
at all.
with this.
Not at all. Well, anyway, so they are on a plane, and there's a lot of battles taking place outside of Mandalore at this moment in time, and
the city of Sandari.
Sandari. There we go. Anyway, they land on Sandari,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually they're running through the hallways and battling each other, and she comes upon, or she's actually surrounded by all the Mandalorians,
Mm-hmm.
and then she has Darth Maul appear.
Okay,
And-
so we get there. There's in the middle of a civil war, basically,
Right.
because Bo-Katan is taking over control because she was not happy that Darth Maul had taken over, right?
Right.
So last we saw Maul was when he was getting lightning struck at him by Palpatine. So in the comics, I think it is the Death Watch, those people that are loyal to Maul in the red Mandalorian suits, and some of them had the horns. Gar Saxon, who is also in Star Wars Rebels later and becomes quite cool.
Okay.
Plays a very pivotal role in Sabine Wren and her character growth later, and the Darksaber. They rescue Darth Maul from prison from Sidious. But then, so they're fighting each other, and they have to go into the tunnels, which I like a lot because it felt very much like the tunnels that the Mandalorians are trapped in Mandalorian television show. It's very good. And then we find out it's a trap that was meant for Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Correct, because Darth goes on to say, "The wrong.
Why are you
here? The wrong Jedi is here."
Yep.
So even though she's no longer a Jedi, but nonetheless,
He doesn't really probably know that.
no, he doesn't know that.
But that's the end of this episode.
Boom.
But it was very exciting to see him all.
It was. He looked good.
He's so good. He looked good. Very
He
handsome.
looked
Looked like he'd
good.
been working out.
Yeah, he had feet. It was important.
Well, we've seen him without him.
Yeah, we have.
And he's had several different feet.
He wasn't a spider anymore.
Nope. You ready for the next episode, Tom?
I am ready.
Part 2?
Let me turn the page.
Part 2. The Phantom Apprentice.
So we basically open up where we had stopped,
Ooh, I'm a phantom.
where Ahsoka is surrounded by Mandalorians, and entering is Darth Maul. He
So you
says,
did, okay.
"Oh, I missed something again."
Yeah, no, you didn't necessarily miss anything. But,
No, I didn't.
But what I loved of the opening was like it's black. So we didn't talk about the last one. It's set up like the old school Lucasfilm logo.
Mm-hmm.
There was no fortune cookie at the beginning, and it's in red, so you know something bad's about to happen when it's in red. Clone Wars, I think it was season 3 when Maul came back. It was all like build. I forget what the marketing campaign was, but it was red then. So it brought Maul back. But the screen is black, and all you hear is the hum of the lightsabers. And then the camera turns on, and it's just her standing there. It was pretty rad.
Pretty rad.
Go.
Oh.
You don't want silence in radio.
Oh. Are we on the radio?
I guess. We're in a podcatcher that you learned. What is a podcatcher, Tom?
Not a clue. Anyway, so Maul is talking to Ahsoka Tano. It says, the Jedi in the Republic soon no longer will be the controlling interest in the galaxy. He says that Darth Sidious will. And Anakin is spying, and he goes on to say that Anakin is spying on the Chancellor. No, that's not Darth Maul. That's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Nope, and that's a ways away. So Maul's like, hey...
Maybe that's the time he went to get a cookie.
He had several cookies.
3. I only had 3.
No. Maul's talking about the time may be upon us, and he's talking about Order 66 and all of it. And I love this title of The Phantom Apprentice because he was not privy to the grand plan that Sidious had. But what I probably, if I were a smarter person, would have picked up before, or maybe haven't I forgotten. But in this episode, I would put it all together like, oh my God, Maul is doing the same thing that Sidious did. Sidious took the clones, created the clone army to partner up with the Jedi to ultimately turn on the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how he took over the government, basically, right? Maul, we learned, took over the crime syndicate and then took over the Mandalorians to then have the crime syndicate invade Mandalore. But he also played the Mandalorians against the crime syndicate so he could become almighty powerful there. He did a very, very similar thing. And he was about to turn on his Mandalorians, who Palpatine does with the clones. It was very, it never dawned on me until this episode, which was really, really cool. Because they both ended up doing the same thing, which was neat. Maul runs away.
Correct.
After that, right? He's like,
disappears in the tunnels.
So they run around the tunnels for a while, and then we're like, oh, we lost them. And that's when we go back to the main throne room there, and that's where Obi-Wan is in the hologram.
Correct.
Talking with Bo-Katan and all that. And Ahsoka's like, hey, he mentioned some person named Sidious. Do we know who that is? And Obi-Wan's like, oh, I learned about Darth Sidious during the second episode 2, Attack of the Clones, when Dooku was telling me that Darth Sidious... Count Dooku.
Dooku.
When Dooku told Obi-Wan that Darth Sidious was created the clone army, is playing both sides.
Right.
But he gives Rex a look, and Rex turns off the astromech droid there, so it's not being recorded, and he has a private conversation with them, and it's like, hey, well, we do know that Sidious is the one who created the clone army, and then played both sides. So they know he's the one who created all of this. They just don't know he is Palpatine.
Mm-hmm.
And oh gosh, lost my train of thought. And he's like, but Dooku was our closest thing to figuring all that out, but Anakin killed him. And Ahsoka's eyes go way wide because that was not a good. Nope, not good.
Yeah.
It was a step into the dark side. It was not good. So yeah, that's when we learned that all that. So go from your notes because that's what you skipped.
Okay.
Love you.
So she also learns that Anakin is spying on the Chancellor, and then Ahsoka is like, why? That's his friend. That was his apprentice. He's taking care of him for so many years.
It was very similar to the things that Anakin said to Obi-Wan in that scene. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Then I just have written down here, tell Anakin. Obi-Wan says, I will. So she was trying to tell him something. And you would ask me what I think she was trying to tell him.
Yeah, so when Obi-Wan's like, hey, Ahsoka, if you were wondering why Tom said move back because he forgot he was in front of a microphone, it's because I apparently am too close.
He was.
So Anakin asks Ahsoka to talk to Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Obi-Wan picks up that there's like going to be something bad out of this. And he's like, the council's wrong. I can't say anything, which is so like, I don't know when that happened to Obi-Wan, because in The Phantom Menace, after Qui-Gon died, he's like, I will train the boy with or without the council's approval. And then throughout the rest of the trilogy, he became very like by the book, which is interesting. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But then Ahsoka's like, okay, basically. And then there's an interruption, and like one of the soldiers comes in, hey, we need you. And Anakin's like, or Obi-Wan's like, hey, I'll see you later. And Ahsoka's like, tell Anakin. And then Obi-Wan's response was, I will. What do you think? What was it? I read it as tell him I love him.
I would say yes, I agree. It was either tell him I love him, tell him I forgive him, tell him I wished him luck. One of the three.
And he never got to deliver that message. It's very sad.
Why? Because he turned into Darth Vader by the
Because he was just about to go to Utapau.
Right.
To face Grievous. Remember, he's like, hey, I can't tell him because he's gone. I'm sent on a mission to Utapau.
Right.
Which is when he goes to meet Grievous, and he ends up shooting him with a very uncivilized blaster.
Okay. Uncivilized?
One of the greatest lines of the prequels.
Okay.
And that's when Order 66 happens. Right then. And Commander Cody, who we saw in the last episode, tries to shoot him. It was pretty sad. But then so then we were back at the tunnels. And that shot, you saw the camera and it pans over the opening to the sewer and then like goes down the tunnel. It was fucking rad. Excuse my language, but it was really cool.
So you liked it?
A lot.
Excellent. Then I may have skipped a few things here, but then it says, I guess we are back in the main meeting, the throne room.
Okay.
Maul is there waiting. Nope, I missed something. Maul is there waiting.
Yeah, they go down to the tunnels. All the clones are dead.
Right.
We find the one clone who's like, hey, they took Jesse, who was an older clone. He must know that he was older and easier to get access to.
Okay.
And we cut to Jesse with Maul. And Maul's going to rip his, that's when he says the other thing about, oh, you're just being used, blah, blah, something to that effect. But he tries to get out who Ahsoka Tano is out of his head.
Okay. So it's during that time, he finds out that there's a plan. It's all part of the plan, and there's only one plan.
Oh, yeah, because Jesse's like, what plan? I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, the plan.
The plan.
And
he goes on to mention that he was cast aside and forgotten, and will survive and thrive in the chaos.
Yep. It was creepy.
It was.
And he's
creepy.
like, your mind will either talk or it'll break.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulled that Kylo move that Kylo Ren does to Poe Dameron in The Force Awakens.
And this is where he mentions he's had a vision, right?
I think so.
No. That was when they shot what's that guy's name? They shot the guy who took over from Obi-Wan.
Oh,
Kenobi's girlfriend.
So, okay, yeah. So, oh, God, yeah, what's his... Oh.
Saxon?
No.
Olmec.
Yeah. Olmec.
So,
hey, he's like, clean up those loose ends. He sends Gar Saxon off, who's the
right.
Mandalorian with the horns on his head, who ends up becoming very instrumental to in Rebels.
Right.
And Sabine Wren. Sends him to clean up the loose ends because, like, hey, this dude will talk and he'll, like, spill my beans. He'll spill the tea.
The tea.
Like Baby Yoda drinking his bone broth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, anyways, then Bo-Katan is trying to get the information out of Olmec. And then he gets shot. And then Olmec tells Ahsoka, he's like, hey, he had a vision of this name, Skywalker.
Yeah, because they did not know who Anakin's last name, right? Did they?
Probably not.
Okay.
They don't know who Anakin Skywalker is now.
Right.
I doubt it. But Darth Maul does, because Darth Maul was sent to get him in the Phantom Menace.
Mm-hmm.
Not sent to get him.
Okay, you take over from
He
here.
took over. He didn't get sent to get Anakin. Oh gosh, it's getting confusing. So then we're in the throne room, and for good faith, that was pretty cool. He's like, "Here you go." He unshackles Jesse, and he's like, "Go with your brothers. Go, go, go. Be gone with you." And there's a battle going on outside. Ahsoka's like, "Hey, Bo, go take care of this. Go take care of this. This is your people." And this is like everything in this episode. So this is when Maul basically tells Ahsoka like the whole grand scheme of things, like everything that we know is changing. Because oh gosh, keep talking because
Well, the battle is brewing outside the
Oh,
windows
yeah.
and is. And
No,
it's
I
just
skipped a
Maul
cool
and
part.
Ahsoka.
So Maul, before we get to the throne room, Maul tells all those people, all the Mandos, he's like, "Look, you people are a proud people. You're warriors, and it's getting rough out there. The Republic is about to win, right? So he's like, you can either die here in the tunnels, or you could be a proud people and die as warriors up on the top." So they're like, "Yeah," and they're all gonna go battle because he needs them gone because he knows he's gonna ditch them anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And then we show up in the throne room, frees Jesse. Ahsoka sends Bo outside, which I was just saying, and then Maul's looking out the window. And he's like, "Look at them all, so blissfully unaware." Talking about the clones, unaware of what their true purpose is. Looking at the Mandalorians, unaware of what their purpose was, which was just to play a distraction at that time. And his game plan was to have Anakin there, but now we have Ahsoka, and now Maul, in the classic Star Wars thing, he's going to try to have them join forces together, right? And he's like, we're both tools of the greater power. And Ahsoka then asks for Maul's help to defeat Sidious. He's like, it's all going to go down. And Ahsoka's like, that you and I can defeat Sidious. And he's like, defeat? And he's like, what are you talking about?
Because he's behind everything that's ever happened.
Yeah, he's
been
everything.
in the shadows.
Yeah. And then Ahsoka's like, or Maul says, defeat what? The Republic's already lost. The Jedi, the Republic, they're all like done. It's too late. It's too late for all that. The only order is what's to come, which is so I love that these villains, because the client in The Mandalorian talks about the same thing when he's like, the Empire is the thing that has kept everything peaceful. It was chaos before and then chaos after the Empire was gone. And it's this like evil Empire ruling them all, but there wasn't as much. They don't have the freedom. But Ahsoka, then he invites Ahsoka and he's like, "Hey, join me." And she's like, "Okay." And it was so tense. It was so tense. And then I got very mad that I didn't feel this way for Rey and Kylo. I was supposed to feel this tense when he asked her to join him, and I didn't. But scene was tense. And then she says yes, and you're like, what? She's going to say yes. We know she doesn't, but like, oh my God. And then she's like, fine, but I have a question. What do you want with Anakin? And then Maul tells Ahsoka that Anakin, he is
the key to everything.
He's the key to everything. And she's like, what do you mean? And he's the one, the destroyer. He destroys everything. And that was not the thing to say to Ahsoka, because she's pissed. And she's like, you don't know Anakin. I know Anakin. He basically wouldn't do that. Can you imagine how she felt when she finds out that he did do all of it?
Yep.
And then we get like probably top 3 lightsaber battles ever. I mean, it's so rad. It just looks cool. Like they brought Ray Park back in to do motion capture for that fight and all that. But like, what makes a Star Wars lightsaber battle so great is like the tension underneath. And she's fighting for the honor of Anakin. And she's going to lose because Maul is right. Maul knows what Anakin's role is. She doesn't believe that, but she's willing to die to defend her old master, not knowing like he's right. It was just, oh God, it's so good. But
Heavy stuff.
yeah, it was really, really heavy. The battle goes on. It's really cool. They jump out windows. Then they're jumping, around on rafters and all this. And it goes on for a bit. And Ahsoka ends up becoming the victor. And the good guys capture Maul, right?
Yes, sir.
And he starts crying out, "What have you done? We're going to die. We're going to die." And it was just so like,
and that you have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah, you have no idea what you're doing. We're going to die. Oh, it was chilling. It was so good. And they zap him out with the stun gun. And the ship takes off, and we see Ahsoka standing above all of this chaos. Not sure where she's going to go.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think for me, probably number 2 episode of all Clone Wars ever. So good. It was so good.
It was really good.
All right. Thank you, Thomas. It's time.
Thank you, Brian.
For a quick breaky break. Thank you, listeners. We will be back shortly. And
we're back.
We're back. How was that 5 minutes, Tom? Was good?
Whew, feels like a couple of days, but
Sure
it's good.
It sure does feel like a couple of days. I got to tell you, real quick before we get into these episodes, it has been a few days, and we're wrapping up school with the kids.
With a bow tie on it.
I'm heading back into the office.
Back in the office.
So we've been a little busy, and
Very
you and I have
busy.
had these conversations. We may have even said so on this here pod.
Hey, that was a belch, and it wasn't by me. We're going to keep that in there, or you checking it off?
Oh, I don't really edit, so I'm sure it's going to be in here.
Oh, that's right.
Hey,
Sorry.
very
wink,
sexy.
wink.
Yeah, so I am very envious of all these people who allegedly had more time during these quarantine times, because I feel like we've been so busy.
Yeah, no.
It's been much harder to record a podcast than it ever was before. And it's just time. There isn't enough time.
No. Well, the school's taken up a lot of time, for sure. So now that is, believe me, when I'm done with it, I'm so exhausted, I don't even care if it's 11 a.m. in the morning.
No.
I just want to go to bed.
I wish I could have been one of those parents that gave up that I keep hearing about. Oh, your kids are going to school 4 days a week? Oh, mine are lucky to go there for an hour. I wish I could be one of those.
When you have a kindergartner in the first grade, you're pretty much doing the work with them. Good times. Wah, wah. Yeah, I would have liked to break myself. I sure do have a new respect for all those teachers, though. So if we haven't said it before, thank you, teachers. We appreciate you. I don't want your job. You've got job security.
Nope. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
I will never be a Jedi Master. Please do not hand me a Padawan. Thank you. All right. So we're going to do something different. I'm very excited.
Are we, Brian?
I don't know what your notes say. We haven't
I.
rehearsed any of this because, believe it or not, sometimes we kind of rehearse. It might sound like an SS show. It probably kind of is, but
you
this
should see
time,
what it was like before the rehearsal.
It's really going to be an SS show. All right.
All right. Well, here we go. We are getting towards the end, Brian. Episode 11.
Say it ain't so.
It is so. And you know what it is?
This is not
Shattered.
the way.
Shattered.
Ooh. Speaking of This Is the Way, shattered kind of like the armor did to those stormtrooper helmets.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's exactly. Yep.
I thought it was
Just
funny. Please
like
tell me
it.
someone on the other side is laughing.
Yes.
Okay, go.
All right, here
These
we
are
go.
two very hard episodes.
Very, very difficult. So, episode 11, Shattered. Just to set it up for everybody, while Ahsoka returns Maul to the Jedi on Coruscant, Order 66.
Hey, Coruscant. Do you have any dear queens on
part
that
number
Coruscant?
3.
It's Coruscant.
Yeah,
And they're not on Coruscant. They're on a Republic cruiser.
Oh.
I
Well, this
I
is
call
what
it-
my notes say, so they've
I
got to
call
be
it
true.
a Star Destroyer all the time. It's not really a Star Destroyer, but that's what I call it. It's a Republic
Okay.
cruiser,
Well,
I think.
I'll just take my pen and cross that out then. So they're on a Star Destroyer, and they are returning.
It's not a Star Destroyer. It's a Republic cruise ship.
Jesus.
I know. Hey, I've
Hey,
been
they're
listening to
floating in
lots
the
of.
air.
I've been listening to lots of a certain podcast that does lots of trivia in their episodes. Wink, wink. It's one of those podcasts that may or may not be coming up here soon. Wink,
Oh my
wink.
gosh,
Maybe a
that was
T-shirt
a
entry. But I
Teaser
would.
again.
I would not succeed on trivia, even though I have to say, I'm like, maybe I could get into trivia. Could I do trivia?
I don't know. We did trivia with Alexa the other day. You didn't do so good, so I'm thinking no. But I want you all to know I was able to get 2 correct, and I felt good about it. But I'm still secure in my position of being forced to listen.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So, Bo-Katan and Ahsoka are talking. And
Mhm.
Bo-Katan, she says,
Well, the clones are cuffing up Gar Saxon and his crew
right,
after their failure to.
feel free to insert wherever you want.
Oh, thank you. I do. Cleaning up after their hot loss, Loserville of trying to take over. Thank you, Bo-Katan,
Mm-hmm.
who really wishes she could be better than something at war.
Well, hey, that was what I was going to talk about.
I read your mind, honey.
Oh, there you go. You probably read my notes, too. She learned from the best, she said. Window senses the plot to destroy the Jedi in a holograph, and he shares it when they're talking. Go ahead.
Wait, what? That made absolutely no sense. A holograph. Okay, there's no holographs.
Hologram.
Okay, but
Hologram.
who learned from the best?
Ahsoka says that she learned from the best.
Okay,
and that was she was talking to Bo-Katan.
she was talking to
She was
Bo-Katan.
talking to Bo-Katan.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She learned from the best.
She
Okay.
learned from the best.
And then Rex interrupts, right?
Correct.
This is where the holograph comes in because they didn't just like all of a sudden, boop, boo-doo. And
I can't write
Rex,
everything
okay,
down.
Well, apparently I got it. Rex comes in and says, hey, there's a transmission coming in. He's got the council. They have captured Darth Maul, which you did not mention either. He is there tied up in the ship. So because that's what the council wanted her to do. So she did it. And we are entering a hologram conversation straight out of Revenge of the Sith. Is very cool. And we're about to get a gigantic douchebag
Oh.
of a Jedi who is quintessentially what was wrong with all the Jedi right now. And I do not like him. So why people
That's
like him?
Windu. You don't like
Yeah,
Mace
no, he's
Windu.
an asshole.
Oh, okay.
He's an arrogant a-hole.
Okay. Well,
Mhm.
did he get killed in Order 66?
Wait, seriously?
Oh, wait. He got thrown out the window or something. Which movie was that?
He got Thomas.
Yes.
That is the climax of this entire of Revenge of the Sith. It is the turning point. It is a very important moment in all of Star Wars.
Forgot.
He got thrown out the window by whom?
Palpatine.
And why? Oh God, I forgot. I haven't heard
Because-
Palpatine. Hey guys, do you remember our thing? Do you need Palpatine? Little Palpatine in your drink? Feeling stopped up, too much cheese, need a little Palpatine in your drink? You'll never understand the unlimited power of Palpatine.
Of Palpatine. Yes.
Okay. So, okay, yes.
Okay.
We're not quite there, but it's about to happen.
Correct.
And after the way he's about to speak to Ahsoka, that dude deserves to get thrown out
Yes,
a
he
window.
wasn't nice. But then Ahsoka has a conversation with.
Yeah, because okay, so they're in the conversation, right? And they're having a conversation that they are not sure. They're nervous that Palpatine will not give up the seat of his presidency. He won't relinquish the empire that he's, or not the empire, his reign.
Okay.
I'm blanking on the term. So Obi-Wan's he just destroyed Grievous, and now Palpatine should give up his seat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Jedi are very nervous that he won't, And Mace Windu's like, hey, we're gonna have to come up in this bitch and like take it over. That's what Windu's been out at this whole time. And Mace Windu has some borderline dark side tendencies anyway, so Lord knows what would have happened had he gotten that seat. So Ahsoka's like, what do you mean he won't give up his seat? Basically, I don't know, whatever the direct quote is, but she's basically like, what do you mean Palpatine won't give up a seat? And Mace Windu's like, that. Oh, no, because Yoda's like, are you coming here as a Jedi or no? And she said, I'm here as a citizen. Not a Jedi yet? She's like, no, not yet. And then Mace Windu turns to her and he's like, this is for Jedi only. And I was like, oh, you fucking asshole.
Oh, wow. Okay, this is no longer G?
No, not when you missed it. Not when you misspeak to my girl like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, anyways, Yoda has a conversation with her and she doesn't tell them, and we have to remember that during the last episode, Maul basically says, hey, Anakin Skywalker is the pawn behind all of this. I don't think we talked about that in the last episode when they're having their lightsaber battle.
Mm-hmm.
Darth Maul was like, Palpatine has been grooming Anakin since he was a kid. He is the key to all of this. Anakin is the one who's going to bring down the Republic and take it all over, and that's what ticked Ahsoka off. But she doesn't tell them that. Probably because Mace Windu is an asshole. And sometimes you have to be nice to people for them to give you information or be nice to you. And I wouldn't have told him either. Good luck, because that dude's about to throw you out a window and chop your arm off. Bye. So, okay.
Okay. Well, I know that eventually they would get to a conversation between Yoda and Ahsoka. And then Yoda says, to a dark place this line of thought will take you. We must take care. Yoda said it, so I wrote it down.
Not sure what you just said. But then I just realized I forgot to talk about something else.
Uh-oh.
Well, I don't know if I like this,
hey, Brian,
no planning.
It's our podcast, so if you want to talk about something else, we can circle back.
Okay, well, I want to circle back to the beginning of the episode when, they're putting Darth Maul into the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Oh,
my God, I'm so confused.
Are you the super fan?
I have to tell you, these last two episodes have not sunk in very much because they're really hard for me to watch and they're very sad and it's not all there. So I don't even know how I feel about them yet. When Darth Maul's in the Hannibal Lecter looking cage thing and they're wheeling him in.
Mm-hmm.
So that was right after they have their talk, right? So she's on her way to the Star Destroyer, right? And he's coming in. There's all this super atmospheric music. It's very Vangelis from Blade Runner. I'm a huge Blade Runner fan, and I love that soundtrack. And it's very Brian Eno, and it's all just this eerie music, and it was very good. That's it. It's yeah.
Well, do you remember the part where Ahsoka said, hey, I thought those were outlawed. Your sister had outlawed them and you weren't allowed to use them anymore. And she said it was barbaric or something like that.
Yeah, she's like, this is the last one.
This is the last one.
Yeah. Yeah. For him, that's what you need.
Used for him.
Yes. So, we're on the ship now. Now we're on the Star Destroyer. I'm so lost with where this episode. This is a horrible podcast review. So good thing we don't do reviews. We just talk.
Okay. I was feeling good about my notes, but I am no longer. Maybe I should just put them down and let you finish.
No, I think I need to. No.
I need to see it again.
I'm sure I will see it many times. Go. I wanted you to run this thing. I'm just responding.
Okay. She had mentioned she did her duty as a citizen because Ahsoka was being thanked, and she said, "Hey, I did my duty as a citizen."
Not a Jedi. Mm-hmm.
She did say that Ahsoka she wants to speak to Skywalker. And that's when they mentioned that he is on a Star Destroyer with Maul. No, that's not right.
No, she is. Right now, you probably hear...
Oh, she's on a Star Destroyer with Maul.
Uh-huh.
Maybe that's when I heard you talk about...
Is this... I have to think back to Revenge of the Sith, which I did try to pause this episode at this moment, but Tom told me I was not allowed because he was trying to get through the episode, and I wanted to refamiliarize... No, I was
actually really enjoying the episode. And then sometimes I got so drawn in, I forgot to take some notes. I thought I was taking I thought it was like an outline.
Okay. Well, because I wanted to refamiliarize myself with. Oh, by the way, Revenge of the Sith just turned 15 this week.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! So did Clone Wars, actually, or Attack of the Clones.
Happy birthday!
So I wanted to refamiliarize myself with that conversation because I'm trying to I don't remember exactly scene by scene what's going on, but.
No silence in a pocket.
Anakin is going to talk to Palpatine, I believe. And this is when Palpatine reveals that he's Darth Sidious to Anakin. Anakin rushes and is like, whoa, Palpatine is the same Sith Lord we've been looking for. And then asshole Mace Windu dismisses him again, where maybe asshole Mace Windu, had you let Anakin go with you, maybe you could have helped him not turn, but because you pissed him off and you made him feel not wanted and not trusted was part of why he's like, maybe you're not so nice. I'm going to take that arm off and then watch Palpatine throw you out a window.
Wow. Oh, so Skywalker took the arm off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
Because Palpatine's like, only I can save people I can teach you to save people from dying. I can save Padme. Unlimited power. Nothing? Doesn't ring any bells?
No, I totally remember
okay,
now.
That's great.
I remember now. Okay. So I know that there's a conversation going on with Ahsoka, and she's mentioned as a Jedi, they trained to be keepers of the peace, not soldiers. And ever since she was a Padawan, she has been a soldier.
So this was a really beautiful scene, actually. So they're on the Star Destroyer now. Maul is locked up in a cell.
Mm-hmm.
And this is between Ahsoka and Rex, right? This is what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And she basically asks Rex what it's like, and Ahsoka says that, she trained her whole life to save people, but all she really knows is war, and she's a general, and it doesn't sit well with her because, as we learn with the Martez sisters, when you find people that need help, you save them no matter what.
You help them no matter what.
Yeah, and that's not what she was allowed to do because she was told what to do by the government, and she did just as much damage to people as they did help them. And Rex says, he and the clones, Rex, as I'm assuming speaking for lots of the clones, has mixed feelings about it because if it wasn't for the war, they wouldn't even exist. And I've been sitting on this conversation for the last few days, even since the first time I saw it. But again, and there's an episode early in Clone Wars where we meet a clone who defected and stopped and ran away and got married and had a kid. And it was just all of a sudden the clones are like, I can have another life. And I want to watch that episode again because it's been a hot minute. But can you imagine, they know they're bred for war. That's what a lot of the early episodes were. We're not even people. And Yoda, it's one of the first few episodes. And Yoda's like, I see all these different people. You don't all look the same. Sure, your skin does, but underneath you're something else. And the clones have a very hard time having a self-identity. And as queer people, I think we go through a lot of that too, because so much of our self-identity is bent up on being straight because that's what society tells you have to be. And then I think there's a moment for a lot of queer people when you come out, you're like, okay, well, who am I without all these things that I thought I was? And it's hard. And I know I've had friends who have come out later in life, and that's very difficult, especially if they've had children or something like that. You have to you thought your life was this, and what is it going to look like after? And I think Rex is very much in this place of, what is my life going to look like if I'm not a soldier? If this war is really just about to end, who will me and all my brothers be? And it's really, really beautiful. And you see, it looks like he's even got a tear running down his eye that he's trying to hide because he's a super bro and probably can't show emotion. And imagine all the PTSD that all these people are going to have. Well,
you're talking about now the Order 66 has
it's about to happen.
It literally is happening right now, according to my notes.
He turns away because, so he lets her be for a minute. And now, then he turns her away. It's this really beautiful thing. And, then you hear Ahsoka's Force connection with Anakin, and you hear the conversation with Mace Windu, and you hear Mace Windu get thrown out the window, and I think you even hear the unlimited power line.
That's what she was hearing.
Yeah, that scene when he's cutting off his arm and throwing him out the window, and she feels.
Oh, so it's literally happening at the same time.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Like right after Rex and she have that really beautiful conversation, basically about not feeling confident in all the decisions they made and the way that their life went. They're not confident with it. She chose to walk away, but which we talked about when she's driving around on level 1313, she's trying to figure out who she is without all this. And Rex is about to have to go down that same journey. She was on the journey, then she got pulled back in. And so she's still grappling with that. And then her father, her brother, her mentor, she feels turn. And she doesn't even have a minute to grieve. She doesn't have a minute to understand what that is, because then Rex pulls out his holograph and execute Order 66. And do you remember what happens? Do you have notes?
I do have notes, but I don't even want to look at them anymore. Because so I know exactly what happens. So basically, he gets a transmission, and they call him in. No, it's right. I'm talking to the right part of the microphone. But they call him in. He gets the transmission. They say Lord Sidious has executed Order 66. And they were in the control room with Ahsoka.
Yep.
And all of a sudden they turn on her, and he's going to shoot her, but he's shaking. And that's when you're talking about the hat. He pulls the hat off and the tear and all that. But and pick up from there.
The hat was already off, wasn't it?
But no. Was it?
Yep. So the hat was off. He's shaking because he doesn't want to do it, but it's programmed in him. And he's like, find fives, because that goes back to an arc years before, or not years, but because I think Clone Wars was 4 years long, where they found out that there's a chip in them, and that they're programmed to do something. They don't know what it was that they were programmed for, but they were programmed for something, because I think one of them shoots a Jedi. I haven't watched that episode in a minute either, but a clone kills a Jedi, I think, on accident. It goes haywire and he kills one of them, and they're like, oh my god, what the heck happened? And they were trying to, one of them got thrown into prison or something. So find fives, it's on the file, and then he goes to shoot her, but she gets away. So she hops up the shaft, and then he puts the helmet on, because he can't do this. He's got to put the helmet on because it's not Rex anymore.
Right.
So we don't want to look at his face, because we don't want to see the person that we've grown to love for the last 15 years. It's not him doing it anymore. And the clones removing their helmets in these was so beautiful, because and they all had different, we saw one scene in Attack of the Clones where all the clones had their helmets off, but they all had the same haircut. They all had the same thing, because they were still growing basically on Kamino. And by the time they're soldiers trying to figure out their own identity, they tattoo themselves. They all have different haircuts, and he's lost that individuality that they so desperately want and don't quite understand. It's just it's really heartbreaking when he puts his helmet on. Actually, it was very powerful.
Well, she basically escapes that control room where they all were, and heads out to find Maul, right? And that's when she sets Maul free. And
there's great music there, though, too.
Yeah, there's some really good stuff there. So let me read my notes on that one. Because I
want to talk about that, too.
Yeah, she speaks with Maul, and
before that, though, there's this great music, and you see Maul, the camera goes into his cell.
Right.
And it's following those two clones who are, unlocking his cell, and they're going to shoot him. And you hear the music, he sees everything going on, and the last episode, Maul knows what's coming. He doesn't know exactly how it's going to lay out, but he knows that the Republic is about to fall and Sidious is about to win. So he just doesn't know how. And he's like, holy crap, this is part of the... And there's this great music. It's like meditative and very like inwards, you know, like when you're listening to your calming videos and your meditation song. It was like that. And you just know he's meditating on this moment of pure evil where the master that he now despises but probably also kind of respects at the same time, like his plan is coming together and darkness is about to rule. And he had said last time that the thing that's coming, meaning the Empire, is the only thing that's going to bring calm to the galaxy.
He says he was not privy to his master's plan.
Yeah, so Ahsoka saves him. She like knocks out the guards and saves him, and then it's all good because she's so Anakin in this moment. This is something Anakin would do. So while you're reading your notes, she's like, hey, like...
She says to him, hey, I have set you free so you can go cause trouble.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, good.
To help, and she said, hey...
I'm not rooting for you.
Exactly,
that line
I'm
was
not
so
rooting
good.
for you.
I was like, oh. That was very Anakin. But yeah, and he's like, well, yeah, because he asked for a lightsaber, and she's like, yeah, no. Like, she sent him on his death sentence. You go, girl, because he's not nice. So does she get to the
well, they eventually hatch a plan, and they with who, what's the droid's name? R7?
There's Gigi. That's the only one I remember.
Okay,
there's like the little red R2D2. So she runs into
the 3 are robot machines.
Droids, yeah.
Droids.
No, so she frees them, right? And then she goes into the room where the droids are. She lets them out, and she's like, hey, I don't know what's going on. They're all freaking out, and they're like, why are they attacking you? And she's like, I don't know. And they pull up the file for 5s, and she's like, oh, okay, there's your program. She learns that they have a chip inside them, and they were programmed to do this. So she's like, I need you to, are you going to help me? It's going to be dangerous. And like, it's so beautiful. Like, she even knows, like, she asked them. So like people like, that was very Anakin. There's a scene in Revenge of the Sith where Anakin treats R2 like a person, and Obi-Wan's so busy treating him like he's nothing, which I love it when all these fans complain that in A New Hope, why does Obi-Wan act like he never even heard of R2-D2? Well, did you watch the prequels? Because he treated him just like a little regular old droid that were a nothing. He didn't care about him. Anakin was the one who treated him like a person, and Ahsoka treats these 3 droids the same way. And so they find a way to go get Rex. Oh, no.
Yours is off.
So I'm getting scolded by the non-super fan. So they try to trap Rex. They corner him in this little thing, and, you know, he goes to shoot her, and she, like, with the droid's help, they stun him, and they're taking him into surgical bay, basically, to try to... They're about to cut the chip out. And to help calm him down, this is what I'm wondering. So I love that it brought in Rogue One. So Sharut Inway, remember the blind guy from Rogue One? He's like, he didn't say, may the Force be with you. It was the first time we've ever heard, I am one with the Force and the Force is with me. I'm one with... It was like this, his chant, this mantra that he did. Well, she does that with Rex. So I'm wondering if, like, what is the difference between I am one with the Force and the Force is with me versus may the Force be with you? Is it like a mantra that non-Jedi possible? I don't know if Sharut was Force sensitive. It looked like he was, and he did some pretty cool stuff. Or is it this like chant to help get people to center themselves? Because then Rex is like still out of it, but he starts chanting it with her. Right. It's pretty crazy. I don't really know what it means, but I like it. So if you're listening and you have any thoughts, I'd like to hear them. What are your thoughts, Tom?
I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I think it's actually pretty good. I think they're totally different things.
Yeah, they are.
May the Force be with you, but I am one with the Force. May the Force be with me. So
it's similar to what Rey does in Rise of Skywalker when she's like, be with me, be with me, be with me. And she's trying to get all the... Yeah, I don't know. It was interesting. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful, actually. It was a beautiful moment.
So they're cutting the thing out, and the other clones are cutting it. And it's so hard watching those same clones that have the Ahsoka face painted on, because they loved her so much, to do that to honor her, and now it's those ones cutting the doors down trying to kill her. It was a lot.
And that's when the episode ends.
Did it end there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It did.
So the next one is... I took like no notes because these last 2 episodes were so good. Shattered was good. The one before was probably one of my favorite Clone Wars episodes ever.
Well, then are you going to be okay talking about the last episode?
I don't know. Yes. I mean, yes,
4.
I have to. I have a podcast. I have to talk about it. I didn't take hardly any notes myself.
Well, let's do it too.
And I think this is an episode that will take years for me to totally grapple with, just like my favorite Star Wars episode ever. So, go. He wakes up, right?
Episode number 12, Victory and Death, Part 4.
Very deep title.
Opens and the clone army is breaking into the control room.
Gigi, hurry up with that door! I just kept hearing Gigi and thinking of drag queens because it sounds like a drag queen.
I thought it was very nice because they were going to shoot their way out, of course, and the droid was assisting, but she wanted to make sure she didn't hurt her friends, and she said, "Make sure you set your guns to stun."
Oh, okay. So
not to.
Well, so we skipped the thing because last episode is when he wakes up. They remove the chip from Rex.
Okay.
Right. They remove the chip and...
No, they're still working on removing it.
Okay, well then there's no stun yet because Rex is up.
Is he?
So, okay, so they're getting through the door and Rex wakes up.
Okay.
You see his hands go to the guns. The doors are about to open and they do open, and then Ahsoka's fighting off a few of the laser bolts, and you see Rex pull out the guns and you're like, oh God, because he's behind her. She's defenseless. And then you see the other clone troopers like go down, and Rex shot them, and she's like, Rex, is that you? He's like, yeah, it's me. And that's when she's like, all right, well, we're gonna have to fight our way out of here. And is this when she asks him, she's like, what's going on? Who is this? All of the clones? And Rex is like, this was the end of the last episode. Rex was like, the entire Grand Republic is hunting Jedi, which is why, if you remember the beginning of this episode when I said, let's put a little pin or whatever I said about the Jedi all being, they made a point to say that the Jedi were strong, like spread all throughout the outer territories of the galaxy. Mm-hmm. Remember? Mm-hmm. And Grievous has pushed them there because now the Jedi are all separated. They're one Jedi to like 50 clones. So there's no help for one another because they're all far away from each other. Coruscant was empty so that Grievous could invade Coruscant to make it look like he got kidnapped. And now he's got the Jedi everywhere, so they're isolated and only with their clone troopers who are about to all turn on them. So they're defenseless. Some planning.
Very good planning.
Yeah. So they're like, okay, well, we're on the ship and they're all trying to kill us. And that's when she's like, Rex, those are good soldiers out there, and they might be willing to die, but I'm not willing to kill them. I'm like, oh.
Correct. Yeah, that was a great line.
It was
a really good line.
That's who she is to her core. Ahsoka is so honest and direct. I mean, she's a very direct person, and she just sees things so clearly, but then responds to those harsh realities in such a compassionate and caring way. It's like really something admirable and to learn that all of us. It's really beautiful. So he sets his lasers to stun, and this episode's a lot of like just running down hallways and
a lot of shooting.
Lots of shooting and
floors dropping.
Yeah, it was cool watching her he's standing behind her. You could tell they had spent years together fighting. They were like almost like one little team, and she's the shield, like deflecting laser bolts, and then she was like shooting off his little stun bubbles off at other things. It was rad. And that there was a line, they're making their way, they're like, she says something about all the escape pods are all deactivated. Our best bet is to find a shuttle, so they're trying to get to the hangar. They get to the hangar. That's where you're talking about the floors falling, and which was pretty cool. she gets Rex to stall Jesse talking, and
Now at the same time, Maul is getting getting away. He's leaving in a ship.
Yeah, but you missed a line. Like, it was so good. Oh, it was so good. So they get all the clones. They're dropping them on the floor. Whatever. They're just running away, right? So they find the shuttle and they're running, and then all of a sudden Maul is like there, and he's like using the Force, like throw boxes at her and stuff, because he's trying to get to the same shuttle, and he looks at her and he's like, you wanted all this chaos. I was like, oh God, that was so good. It's like, bitch, you asked for it. Oh, it was so good. So he goes to take off, and she pulls away, and she's like trying to pull the ship down without it leaving. And
well we got to back up those, because remember the pilot of the ship tried to go into hyperdrive, and Maul takes down all the equipment for the hyperdrive, and now
that was rad.
The ship is starting to...
It's on fire, and it's smoking.
Falling apart, going down. It's going to enter the atmosphere, which is why Maul wanted to leave the ship.
Because he basically like ripped the engine all apart inside the ship.
Right.
That was cool. Yeah, that was my first note for this episode. I said part 4, victory and death. Maul takes out an entire hyperdrive.
Yep.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
So basically, they do get another ship. So Maul gets away. He was trying to... Ahsoka was trying to stop him with the Force, but finally just let go because she realized there was too much going on. She couldn't focus anymore.
Yeah, well, Rex was gonna die if she didn't jump in and help him. He was gonna get killed, so she let it go.
So, and then they eventually get off on another ship, and the whole thing goes down.
Yeah, they hop on board a Y-wing, and it jets off. She like falls. She's flying through the sky. It's pretty cool. Like, all that stuff's like, it's cool. She's dodging debris and running on debris to jump in the thing. Anyway, she hops in, right? And they land. And it's just so sad. They land there was a moment somewhere in this episode where it's just Rex is like grappling with the fact that they had no choice. Like, it was just so, oh God, it was so good. So they're there, and we see a scene where they have buried, I'm sure it's not all of them, but have buried a lot of the clones. It's clear some time had passed. She had a cape on that was very reminiscent of the cape that she wears at the end of Rebels. So I don't know. There's something there, possibly.
Where'd the cape come from?
Who knows? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't?
No, not in Star Wars.
Okay. It just literally appeared.
There's a famous line that Han Solo said to Luke Skywalker, excuse me, what are the real names? Harrison Ford said to Mark Hamill when they were shooting A New Hope, and they're in the garbage compactor, right?
Right.
And Luke's hair is all wet because he was pulled underwater by the Dianaga, I think is the monster's name. And when they come out, his hair is all dry. And they were shooting the script, and Mark Hamill was like, yeah, my hair needs to be wet because we were just underwater. And Harrison Ford said, hey, kid, it ain't that kind of movie. Which I love. And like, I've heard on the YouTubes and the Twitters, people try to be so... Part of Harrison Ford's character as a celebrity is to be dismissive of all these things, and that's not... And people, like, especially with the sequel trilogy, like, they try to dissect Star Wars that way. And Star Wars is not really for me, let's be nice. For me, Star Wars is not about the technical stuff. It's about the emotional stuff. And that's what really matters, is the emotional stuff. So she's there mourning in her cape. That, to me, is what it is. She's at a funeral, and they're looking at...
And she's standing on what planet at this time?
I don't think we know.
Oh, okay. It's nothing but sand.
And snow.
Snow, is that what it was?
Looked like an ice planet.
And all the... I
was like, that's Hoth. But
the clones' helmets were on sticks.
Yeah. Like
very similar to Mandalorian.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. Except for there, it was like a screw you, we hate you. This was a beautiful shot of... which is interesting. It was... And that's a good call, Pop.
Thank you.
Like... I wonder how much of this was worked on at the same time, because like when we were on Mandalore in the sewers with Maul, which is more reason I think that the armor from the Mandalorian may be tied to Darth Maul somehow. They were very similar, like the lighting, and it just felt very much like the what were they called? Where the Mandalorians lived, the covert or something like that. Anyways, but there it was a beautiful shot. It was these are your loved ones. Where it was just an interesting contrast.
But it's not over yet.
No. So they're mourning. It's very sad. Ahsoka drops her lightsabers, leaves them behind because I think she's like, I can't be a Jedi anymore. So there's an Ahsoka novel that came out a few years ago. It's very good, and there is it retconned that a little bit because in the novel it talked about how she and Rex got away and they had to bury her lightsabers, and I think in the book they talk about burying his helmet or guns with the lightsabers, something to make it look like Rex killed her or they killed each other. So that's not what happened. She drops her lightsabers, and then all of a sudden an Imperial pans up or whatever, and then it pans back down with an Imperial shuttle. So
how much time do you think there was between the Darth Vader, the Imperial shuttle showing up, and when she had done that?
So I know there in Wikipedia there is timelines. I'm not great with that kind of stuff. There is direct times of when when they left the clone troopers to when they were stormtroopers. I know there is a time. I don't remember. I want to say it's 2 years or something. I would say it's a couple of years later, 2 to 4 years. That would be my guess. If anyone's really interested, we could go look. But this ain't that kind of podcast, kid. See what I did there?
Yeah.
That was good, right?
Very good.
So time went on anyways, and we first hear him, right? We see his boots.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing we can talk about this. It's been weeks now, so spoiler alert. Not that it didn't make it for 30 seconds before it was on Twitter. It's Darth Vader. And he walks up, and you hear the probe droids, which is cool. It was very it really brought Clone Wars right into to me, Empire. I mean, it looked like Hoth, probe droids and snowtroopers as Hoth, which I wonder if they were on Hoth. I don't know. Maybe they found out by now. I don't know. But that was pretty. But that's where it's really emotional. Last we saw him touching him is when he gave him to her out of love, and we see Darth Vader with a blue lightsaber, which we've never seen before.
No.
The only other time we've ever seen him with another color lightsaber than red was when he's holding Luke's, which is another touchstone. It was a really good callback of the good part of him. He loved Ahsoka. It was really. I still don't know how I feel about this episode. It was heavy. I'm here again. I'm just pulled right into it. What did you think?
I thought it was really, really good. It was a good episode.
Did that?
It's sad, knowing the connection between them, knowing that they didn't speak, knowing how close they were, and she's still very good, and he's now evil.
Mm-hmm.
Partially, anyway.
Yep. It's pretty. It was rough.
Mm-hmm.
And then I forget what it's called already. So then the camera pans up, and there's the owl. Ahsoka's always there's this owl, and it's got a name, and
she's referred to it?
I don't know. I think there's a very deep connection there.
Okay.
I personally, I have my feelings, but it goes back to the Father, the Son, and the Daughter of the Force.
And you said that's an episode somewhere in
Clone Wars, yeah.
We should
and
see it.
It's so good. It was one of the it's weird. It's a really, really weird episode, and I love it when Star Wars gets really weird. But that owl is a tether somehow, and it's beautiful. But it was, yeah. Anyway, so this series did not end on really a happy note. It ended on rather somber note.
There were some tears.
The next time they see each other is not good either. But that shot, that final shot of the clone trooper painted like Ahsoka, watching him walk away, and you saw the shadow, the silhouette of Darth Vader, and her watching him. What he turned into is so good. Yeah. So it was good. It was great. It was sad. It was all those things.
I'm sorry.
And that brought this podcast down, but maybe this is the time to end it.
Can I do it? Can I do it?
Roxy can.
Roxy can.
I know,
but I can't.
Okay, try it. Can you do it?
Nope.
Okay, you can follow us at pinkmilkhaus. That's right, pinkmilkhaus on Instagram and Twitter. Pinkmilkhaus, Haus. Why, Tom?
Because you're a fancy gay.
That's right. You can also see us at pinkmilk.site or write us at pinkmilkhaus@gmail.com. Until we speak again, thank you for listening, and are you ready? Until next week, to drink up?
Drink up.
That didn't go so well. Let's do it
Drink
again.
up.
Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Drink
Drink up.
up. Bye.